Welcome everybody to our continuation of our look at older film releases from certain boutique labels, and this is from 88 Films as part of their Slasher Classics collection, and it is 1983's 10 to Midnight. So this is directed by J. Lee Thompson. Our lead actor and J. Lee Thompson worked together several times over the course of their lengthy careers. But Thompson himself did the likes of Cape Fear, The Guns of Navarone, Death Wish 4, The Crackdown, and Murphy's Law. So this is a neo-noir thriller clocking in at 102 minutes long. Of course, stars the likes of Charles Bronson, who have seen in 39 other films. Favourites being like some Once Upon a Time in the West, The Dirty Dozen, Red Sun, Breakheart Pass, and The Stone Killer. Also stars Lisa Eilbacher, who was also in Beverly Hills Cop and Leviathan. And finally, Andrew Stevens, who was in The Fury and Scared Stiff. So, Warren Stacy is an office equipment repairman who begins murdering women after they reject his advances. To minimize the evidence, Stacy always kills while naked, wearing nothing but gloves, and further evades the law with his strong alibis. Veteran detective Leo Kessler is convinced of Stacy's guilt and begins using questionable methods to catch him. So, while this is with this being produced by Canon Films, who were quite frankly hardly known for their high quality output, there's very few of their films that I'd rate 4.5 or more. This was nonetheless an overall solid mix of the slasher, thriller, and crime genres. The primary cast is also good. It is well paced. The score is effective. The plot is predominantly engrossing. It isn't anywhere near as exploitative as I expected. Yes, there's nudity. Yes, there's violence against women, but I do feel like it's done in a much more tasteful manner than, say, Death Wish 2, which came out a couple of years before this, which, yeah, that's just a really rather nasty film in an entirely unsatisfactory manner. It features its tense moments, it is well shot, there are some nice character interactions, and it is generally entertaining. Now, sure, the script could be stronger, the supporting cast is somewhat inconsistent in terms of acting, and it is somewhat predictable, but with it being unexpectedly enjoyable, that aspect kept those flaws mostly out of view. So, yeah, a really, really good effort. It's a 3.5 out of 5. Definitely far higher than several other Charles Bronson efforts, like Death Wish 3 and 4, which I think I only gave 3 out of 5. The fifth one, I think, was like 2.5, and then the second one was 1.5, or something like that. So, yeah, definitely better than the majority of the Death Wish films, and yeah, also better than stuff like Messenger of Death, which also came out in the 80s from with Charles Bronson. So, yeah, and this is overall a really nice release. It's nothing new, like I said. Came out in 2020, so 6 years now. But I still think the Blu-ray mostly holds up. And it's also got some nice extras on the disc as well as physically. So we get the little slipcover here, which yeah, isn't the thickest of things or anything like that, but it does have the artwork on the front there. And we also get a few art cards with this release as well. So we get a different version of the poster on one of them. And then we get a few shots from the film, so minor spoilers throughout. There's nothing on the reverse of these, by the way. And finally, and on the disc itself, we get the likes of a brand new 4K scan from the original negatives. Not the best scan ever, but it still looks really rather good. You've also got DTS HD MA Module Mono Restored Soundtrack, optional English subtitles for the deaf or hard of hearing. Then you've also got audio commentary with writer historian Paul Talbot, who was author of Bronson's Loose and Bronson's Loose Again. And then you got producing Bronson, an interview with producer Lance Houle. Remembering Bronson, an interview with actor Robert F. Lyons. Knife and Death, interview with actress Gianna Tomasina. Then you got Charlie's Partner, an interview with actor Andrew Stevens, who plays his cop partner in this film. Then you got Mike Malloy on the cop sleaze movement of the early 80s, theatrical trailer, radio spot, stills gallery, and then we got the reversible sleeve as well. So with the alternate artwork. So yeah, overall a really rather solid physical release, and the film itself is fairly solid as well. Not my favourite Bronson film by any means, or any stretch of the imagination. Like I said, all the other ones I mentioned beforehand when going through his filmography are ones that I'd prefer over this one. But compared to some of his other 80s efforts, it's definitely one of the stronger ones that he's done, and especially from Canon Films, which, like I said, were hardly well known for putting out their high quality efforts. But given this is a lot earlier in their filmography, you know, this is right at the start of the 80s. This is back when they did seem to want to try to be taken seriously. So definitely has more going for it, and it's definitely got a slightly higher production budget than some of their other efforts as well. I think it was about 4 million. So yeah, that's definitely higher than some of their other films from the later period of the 80s. And yeah, it's overall looks more like a real film than like I said, some of their other production films. So yeah, overall well worth seeing if you haven't already. But if you have, I'd like to hear your thoughts on it. But nonetheless, thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.